The basic command, if you want to test if it is working, you can say system get. So it will get the system details of the server it's connecting for now. So like it says that Atlanta controller or that kind of information here. Then, for example, you can use this task for get the list of tasks, for example. I can say tasks. If you don't know the details, if you say task, then it will give you the comments, sub comments you can run. Like one of them is list. I say task list. If I don't know what to say, I will say dash dash help, and it gives me the options I can use. This is like a search command. So I say that name, anything start with deb. So I can use star here. You see, it lists me with a JSON format. This is similar to our APIs. And the same thing, just as this is the tips and tricks, you can also have a debug option here as the parameters. So in this case, it will do some debug parameters. But this one also, for example, if you want to try an API, and if you don't know what to put in the payload, this will give you this information also. It says that in header, I use this information. This is the URL I connected, and this is the payload I gave for that API execution. So you can have that kind of information if you use the debug option. Like this one, I list the tasks. For example, I want to see the details of one task. For example, this one. So in this case, there is a get option. But in this case, it's better to get the help first, because based on the API documentation, some of the parameters are you pass it like from the payload. Some of them you pass them like a query parameters. So in this case, it's better to check, because CLI will handle all of them. So I will say task name equals to the job 6 task get task name. So in this case, this is a get operation to see the details of the task. And also sometimes, let me remove this. Sometimes you want to get some information from a task and use it in the next task. For example, in this case, we have these options. If you say help here, we have this output option. Output will write it to a file, but also we have a select option, which allows you to use JSONPath. Because it's a JSON, you can parse the values with JSONPath. Like for example, if I say select, then I can put a JSONPath is something start with $, and then you give the root of the tree format. Like I will get the comment, for example. If you say that, it get the comment information and print it here. For example, if you want to get the agent, you can do it here. And by using the shell, you can also set this to a variable, for example, if you want. Like you can say agent equals to $, open parenthesis, and close here. So in this case, I will get the definition of the task. I will get the agent information, set it to a variable called agent. Now, if I say echo, I have this information here. Also, you can use this information, like this one. I will write it to an output file. I will say that like a job.json. So I write it to a file. Now I have this job.json file here, which has the content. So I can use the same thing. Like I can say task update. So update gets an input file. So it needs an input file. This is a required field. So I need to say update job.json file. Then it allows me to modify the information. So the one trick is you need to use the exact name, exact format like these ones. Like for example, if you want to modify EF enable, you need to use the exact same cases. So I will just update a simple thing like a summary. For example, let's update the comment. If you want to update the comment, you will say update input that JSON file, and then you say the comment equals to find that. if you do that, it will get the definition from here. It will modify the JSON based on this information, and it send it back to the controller. And one other thing I want to show, because I don't want to spend so much time here, and one other thing I want to show is to launch tasks. You can also use the CLI to launch some tasks. You can say task launch, and then you say the name of the task, which is like a dev job 6. If you do that, it will launch the task, but it will not wait for it. But this launch option has also wait option here. So you have the wait option. Wait will do such thing. It will launch it, and it will check the status of it until it's successfully or until it's completed. It can fail also. Let's say it failed. If you want to end the task with a return code, like let's say that the task ended with exit code 127. If you want the CLI also end with the same exit code, you can use this parameter here. So I will do just wait here just to show you. In this case, you see it takes some more time because now it's running this find command behind the scene because we updated that one. Then afterwards, and it checks by default it's 10 seconds. So afterwards, it returns the task instance. You see here, I have the status. So I have the task instance status of this execution. So there are lots of things. You can use the CLI for creating tasks, modifying the task, launching them, and like creating users, everything. Whatever you do with this API, you can use them with the CLI also. Let's go to the next one. So we did the setup. We show how to use it.